Live from River Forest, Illinois, this is Lane Tech Lacrosse. It's great to be back in the Oak Park, River Forest area after spending 2 hours last Thursday trying to get our game started against OPRF. The good news, no lightning in the forecast for today or Thursday when we play Jones. In front of the champions is a tough, battle-tested foe in the 6-1 Fenwick Friars. The Friars only lost coming to the number 2 team in the state, Loyola Ramblers. Other than that, they have run the table, leaning on a formidable defense to hold opponents to an average of just over 5 goals per game. Lane's offense has been on a roll of late, not only averaging 13.2 goals per game over the last 5, but scoring exactly 13 in 4 of the 5 wins. Can Lane Tech's irresistible offense overcome the immovable object that is the Friar defense, or will Fenwick stand tall and win their 6th in a row? Good afternoon, everyone. This is Tony McHale and Mary Avery, and we are coming to you on the Lane Tech Athletics YouTube channel with today's action between your Lane Tech champions and the Fenwick Friars. It is game day 11, again, for the champions, and this game is going to be an interesting contrast of 2 styles. Offensively, the Friars lean on 3 players who have scored 80% of their goals this season. On the other sideline, the champions' top 3 scorers account for only 50% of Lane Tech's goals. Lane has assisted on 51% of their goals through the first 10 games. The Friars only have 20 assists on the season, helping on 34% of their goals. There are 2 common opponents so far this season. Fenwick defeated Northside 15-5 and Mother McCauley 10-7. Max Preps currently has the Friars ranked as the number 15 team in the state, so this is going to be a big game for the champions as they complete the rest of the regular season and into the public league and state playoffs. The weather is a bit chilly, 50 degrees at game time, but there's nothing in the forecast that should affect today's game. Both teams going through stick checks and final instructions from the coaches. There is 3 minutes and 8 seconds left on the warm-up clock. It is a beautiful day out here in River Forest on the campus of Fenwick High School. I thought we played here last year, but it was 2 years ago that Lane Tech came out to Fenwick and beat the Friars for the first time ever in their lacrosse history. So today will be an interesting challenge. Fenwick is on a roll, 5 games in a row. Lane Tech has won 6 games in a row. Lane has not played since last Wednesday in the lightning-delayed victory over Kenwood. Game on Thursday against Oak Park River Forest was lightninged out. Fenwick played on Saturday. So fatigue should not be an issue in this game. And as we said, it's really it'll be interesting to see the styles of these 2 teams. Fenwick, just by looking at the stats, seems to play a little bit more one-on-one on the offensive end, and their defense has been impressive through their first 7 games. Lane Tech defense has been playing very well, not only in the public league, but against Deerfield and Latin last Monday. We'll see if they can hold up. Lane has also been dominant in the draw circle over the last 5 games, winning over 60% of the draws. So that will be a key to today's game, is who can control the ball. And it seems like, just based on Fenwick's history, that there will be limited possessions in this game. So when Lane Tech gets an opportunity to score, they're going to have to put it in the back of the net. Haven't seen any indications of starting lineups yet. But according to Max Preps, Lily De La Torre is the starting goalie for Fenwick and has gone all the way in their first 7 games. We'll have to see who Coach Malmstrom sends out for Lane Tech. Both Karina Vargas and Alyssa Gonzalez have played almost equal time this year. It looks like Gonzalez is suited up and ready to go. She's going to lead her defense out onto the field. Right now, that is Bree Thomas, Emily Sides. We'll get them as they go. Most of the girls just not wearing leggings, some with sleeves, some without sleeves. Looks like everybody at Fenwick has white sleeves to go with their white game jerseys, brown numbers. So going out for Lane right now on the offensive side, Allie Vanna, Gwen Ryan. I just wish they'd have instructions to turn toward me so I can see their numbers. Neela Ryan on offense. In the midfield, Katie Wilk, Eliza McHale, Kendra O'Keefe. So it looks like Eliza's going to go on offense. Kate McNamara. So the midfield's going to be Kate McNamara, Katie Wilk, and Kendra O'Keefe, the special K line. Offense, Gwen Ryan, Eliza McHale, Neela Ryan, and Allie Vanna. So Lane's going to put their 5 top goal scorers on the field all at one time in the offensive end. Defense, Delilah Hale, Bree Thomas, Emily Sides, and Audrey Nathouse, wearing 3 today, not her home 19. And in goal will be the senior Gonzalez. So the leading scorer for Fenwick, and I apologize, I have a roster, I don't have names or pronunciations. Elizabeth Winkiel, number 12, a junior, 19 goals, 2 assists, is the leading scorer for Fenwick. Carolyn Sutton, 14 goals and 2 assists, and Sharday Rucker, 13 goals and no assists, are the offensive powerhouses for Fenwick. Rucker is going to take the draw against Kendra O'Keefe. So let's see. So we are ready. Referee setting the draw. 25 minutes on the clock. And we are off. Ball controlled by Katie Wilk. So Lane Tech will get that first offensive possession. Ball quickly into the offensive end. Allie Vanna, top of the 12. So we'll see what this defense from Fenwick is like. Looks like straight man-to-man from them. In the goal is Lily De La Torre. Lane going to move the ball around a little bit, get everybody involved in the game. Gwen Ryan on the far left side down to Katie Wilk. Katie Wilk misses the pass. It's going to go out of bounds to Fenwick. The possessions are going to be limited, so got to be careful with those. So Fenwick with the ball. Lane Tech challenging the clear. Fenwick gets it into the midfield. Ball into the offensive end. Katie Wilk on the ball. Ball behind the net. Bernai, number 16, with it. Delilah Hale there. She comes, gets around, shoots. Ball high, shot high. Is going to stay with Fenwick. Sahagun, the junior, number 15, there to keep it. Not a ton of room behind the nets here, so a little bit less than we're used to playing at home and some of the other road games that we've had. I do not see Winkiel right now, number 13. She doesn't appear to be in the game. So the leading scorer for Fenwick, not in the game. They set a double screen right at the 8-meter. Kendra O'Keefe knocks the ball down. She chases it down. We're playing the yellow lines. So Fenwick able to maintain possession after O'Keefe knocked that ball away. Ball dumped in the slot. Shoot, saved by Alyssa Gonzalez. Ball right at her head, able to get her stick up. So her first save of the day. Clear out to Bree Thomas. Ball's loose. Lane's going to have to do a good job. Bree Thomas picks up the loose ball. So she's going to run it. She gets the ball checked out right at the restraining line. Ball still loose.
Nice.
Picked up by Nathouse. There's got to be a lane tag foul. So there's got to be some passes here. You're not going to be able to run this out. O'Keefe right at midfield, right on the Fenwick logo. Referee called a foul. Play on. Play on again. So Fenwick already proven they're going to be a physical team today, so Lane has to respond to that physicality. Katie McNamara jumps it in. Shot low. Shot by Neela Ryan. She picked up the loose ball, went low. Fenwick was closest to it, so they're going to get possession. So 2 Lane Tech possessions, no goals yet. Fenwick now with their second possession. Katie Wilk called for a foul. Play continues. Ball into the middle. Referee's calling it tight so far, but play continues. No stoppage, just the automatic restart. Rucker cutting. Ball loose in the middle, picked up by Emily Sides. We got to get – that's a foul.
Come on, you got to call that. She hit her in the face.
The Fenwick player had her stick inside his face, which seemed to be inside. This is very near her head, which is inside the sphere. So Rucker with the ball, top of the 8. Kendra O'Keefe on her. So far, no sign of Caroline Sutton, 14 goals and 2 assists, or Elizabeth Winkell. We get an 8-meter shot for Fenwick. So number 19 is not on the roster. Yeah, maybe we change numbers here just to confuse us. But 19, 8-meter shot, just to the right of top center. Shot score. So Fenwick takes an early lead on that 8-meter shot by number 19. 19:57 left in the first half. So O'Keefe in the draw circle. Didn't catch the number. Different player for Fenwick. Oh, there's number 12. So Winkell in the game for the first time. Ball loose. Picked up.
Allie, get that ball.
Still loose. A lot of checks on empty sticks there. Picked up by Hamilton for Fenwick. She looks to run it out. Long clearing pass. That ball should go. Ball's going to stay in bounds. Delilah Hale picks up the loose ball. Lane ball on the far sideline. She stepped out of bounds. So ball's going to go over to Fenwick. No, she didn't step out of bounds. So foul on Fenwick. Lane Tech keeps possession. Tried to clear it out to O'Keefe. Ball on the ground. Picked up by Vanna. Vanna into the offensive end. Ball comes out of her stick. She picks it up again. She drives to the middle, gets on the left hand. She scored! Allie Vanna answers. 18:59. So just 1 minute later, Lane Tech answers the Fenwick goal. And we are knotted at 1. Great job by Allie Vanna. Picked up the loose ball in the midfield. Sprinted down that far left sideline. Got into the middle on her right hand and beat De La Torre for her 14th goal of the season. Kendra O'Keefe back in the draw circle against Winkell. False start on O'Keefe. Ball's going to go over to Fenwick. Double teamed in the midfield. She's going to get the ball into the offensive zone. Foul on Kate McNamara. ball quickly into the center of the field. Oh, big defensive play by Katie Wilk right there. Dislodged the ball. And she gets a clear. A lot of slashing on Fenwick. How's that stick's not in her face? I'm not sure what the referees are saying. Allie Van in there knocked the ball loose. McHale fights forward. O'Keefe picks it up. The referees are definitely letting them play. They're calling it tight on some of the cross checks, but sticks up around the head seem to be okay here in River Forest. Katie Wilk with the ball. Outside the 12 meters. Gets over to her favorite left hand. Got Vanna cutting down the other side. Lane Tech spread out around the 8-meter arc. Wilk pulls it back out. Vanna, she got Vanna to her left, Kendrick O'Keefe to her right. McHale down low. O'Keefe makes a move. Left hand, he splits two defenders. Gets on her left hand, shoots. Stopped by De La Torre. Her first save of the day. Clearing pass out to Scholl. O'Keefe and sides there. Picked up by Murphy. Murphy gets it into the zone. Delilah Hale right there. 18 shot, wide just left of the cage. Shot by Kelly Finn. Lane Tech gets the possession. Cross check by Fenwick. There's going to be a card coming at some point. These checks are. Bree's got. Now they're starting to call the. Bree runs it out across midfield, all the way into the offensive end. She continues on. Here we go. There's a card. So Lane Tech will be a man up. So 16:33 on the game clock, but so Lane Tech a man up. On the field clock, we'll have 16:33 or 14:33 will be released. So see if Lane Tech can take advantage of this man-up situation. Kendra Keefe, top of the 8. She gets inside. Back to her right hand, shoots. Stopped by De La Torre. Her second save. Lane's been up against some tough goalies these last couple games, fouling Allie Vanna. Play continues. Now, all of a sudden, the referees are calling it again. 18, Kelly Finn. Delilah Hale rides her around. Ball behind the net to Bernie. Fenwick's going to slow it down. Lane has an opportunity to double team the ball if they want. Man up. Kate Williams with the ball on the far side. Back around to the net. Lane's going to have to do something to be a little more aggressive here, or Fenwick will just be content to ride this out and kill the penalty.
Big D! There's a penalty!
Fenwick just spreading Lane out right now. Lane doing a good job shutting down any cutters. Ball loose behind the net. Delilah Hale picks it up. She's got to get it. She's got Katie Wilk if she wants her. McHale, nope. That pass is going to go out of bounds. Tried to find McHale on the far sideline. Ball just short hopped her. Couldn't handle the bounce. So Fenwick ball, 14:46. So 13 seconds left on the penalty. Lane Tech not going to be able to take advantage of the man-up situation. Ball into the Fenwick offensive end. Teams at even strength. Lane tries to match up again. Kind of like we saw against Ladden. This is a very deliberate Fenwick team. They're happy to win the time of possession game and then go one-on-one and try and score some goals. They won on Saturday 7-6. Just happy to pass it around the 12-meter fan. Ball behind the net. Here goes a cutter. Kendra O'Keefe. Ball's loose, picked up by Hamilton. They're just content to throw this around. 13:45. I mean, they just went around the horn. They literally let every player touch it, and they're going to throw it around. Here goes Wenkel. Great job by Katie Wilkes stopping that drive. They're going to get 12-meter free position, cross-check on Wilk. So Wilk goes behind. Winkel, the leading scorer for Fenwick. She passes it down behind the net again. We're just going to start it again. Ball knocked down by Kendra O'Keefe. So the foul on O'Keefe. Ball's going to stay with Fenwick. We're under 13 minutes. Ball loose. Stays with Fenwick. They're just trying to lull you to sleep. Remember what happened with Latin is they would do this for a while and then drive. Same with Deerfield. So Lane Tech right now playing good defense, just staying in front of their player. Fenwick has two players usually below the goal line. Now they send one up. Shot scored by, saved by Gonzalez. Shot and another save. Gonzalez with her second save of the game. Bree Thomas picked up the loose ball. Loose again. Lane's got to do a better job on the clears. Gwen Ryan defending. McHale and Neela Ryan. Ball Fenwick back into the offensive end. We're going to get another 8-meter shot. Now you might know why they don't have a lot of assists if they just do the whole 8-meter thing constantly. Oh, sorry, 1-1. Another 8-meter shot. I believe that is 16, which is Katie Bernage. 1 goal, 3 assists on the season. Alyssa Gonzalez, 3-save shot. Score. 11-23. That was number 10. We'll get you a name in a second. So 11-23. So 2 8-meter goals for Fenwick. Number 10 is Caroline Sutton, her 15th goal of the season. So as we said, a limited possession game. Lane's only had the ball inside the offensive end twice. And there's almost 14 minutes gone in this game. So you're going to have to make the most of your defense, your offensive positions, and Fenwick just making an argument for a shot clock in girls high school lacrosse. Picked up by Kate McNamara. Ball into Eliza McHale quickly. McHale drives on the goal. Couldn't get inside, comes back around, shoots low, scores! Lane answers quickly. 11-11, just 12 seconds. McHale from McNamara makes it 2-2. Kate McNamara picked up the draw control, quickly found Eliza McHale. Eliza McHale drove, pulled it back, and then went low. So it's 2-2, 11:09. So 14 seconds. So Lane doing a good job so far controlling the draw. They just need possessions. So Keefe again. Ball fell from between the sticks. Ball's going to go wide. McNamara controls again. Into Gwen Ryan, ball loose. McHale's going to be there. Allie Vanna there to pick it up. So Vanna just outside the 8. She drives in. She gets on her left hand. Shoot off the post. That right post again. Allie Vanna picks up her own shot. McHale cuts in. She goes low again. She score! Eliza McHale from Allie Vanna, 10:34. So 10:34, Lane Tech scores 2 goals inside a minute to take the lead. Everything coming off this draw control right now. O'Keefe has figured out how to get it over to McNamara. Fenwick hasn't been able to defend it yet. Great job by Vanna that time, finding and cutting McHale. McHale with her favored low shot. So we're back in the draw circle. O'Keefe. Yeah, we're going to get a check on the empty stick on Lane Tech, so Fenwick ball. Fenwick quickly into their offensive end. 10-19. So we'll see how long this possession for Fenwick takes. There's a yellow flag, so another 8-meter shot. They're going to get O'Keefe. They're going to send it back to 12. So 12-meter free position. They're going to send Vanna back. Number 13 is Rucker. Rucker now, she's going to get an 8-meter shot. So 9:46. So the third 8-meter shot for Fenwick. They're 1 of 2. Rucker straight up, center hash. Gonzalez has already stopped one. She doesn't stop that one, though. So 9:28. And the game is tied again at 3. Rucker, her 14th goal of the season. Second 8-meter shot for Fenwick. Second 8-meter goal for Fenwick. Olivia Ruby into the game in the midfield. Neve Mahan into the game on defense. We'll see if there's any other changes from Coach Malmstrom. Ball goes towards the lane offensive end. Kendra O'Keefe picks up her own draw. She drives straight to the goal. There, yeah, we got a sphere. Let's see where the referee puts it. Not an 8 meters. Kendra O'Keefe, 8 meters straight up. So the referee moves her over to the right hash. Shoot, saved by the goalie. Her third save of the game. She picks up the loose ball. Quick outlet to nobody. Foot race, see if McHale can get there. McHale and Rucker. Ball's out of bounds to Lane Tech. Great hustle by McHale. Vanna has the ball. Lane playing with a little more urgency right now, knowing the possessions are vital and going to come not too frequently. Tried the pick and roll again. Vanna and McHale, 3 defenders there to stop that this time. Vanna takes the ball behind the net. 8:24 left on the game clock. Game tied at 3. Vanna has the ball checked out of her stick. It's going to stay with Lane Tech. Went out over the end line. Gwen Ryan. Ryan, off the top post. Ryan got it to Kate McNamara. Ball just hit off the post. That's 2 posts for Lane. The crossbar is not a post, sorry. Kendra O'Keefe picks up the loose ball. So far, Allie Vanna hit the left post. Kate McNamara hit the crossbar. McNamara with the ball back behind to McHale. Looking for cutters. There, Gwen Ryan cuts through. McHale didn't beat her defender. She comes back, shoots left-handed. Eliza McHale unassisted. 4-3. 7:32. Eliza went left-handed on that. Took her defender right-handed. Came back and went left-handed. Beat the goalie. 7:32 left in the game. Lane leads 4-3. Winkell going to be in the draw circle with Kendra O'Keefe. So Lane making the most of their possessions right now. Ruby and McNamara in the draw circle, or in the midfield. Maggie Breed in the game for, we're going to redo it. Maggie Breed on defense for the first time today. Abby Kenyon in on offense. So we're going to redo this draw. I feel a little bit bad. We're taking up like 4 spots in the very limited bleachers, but O'Keefe, great job by Fenwick that time. Oh, we need a yellow card on Lane Tech. Shot to the head. They're going to send off O'Keefe. So 2 minutes for 2-minute power play for Fenwick. .7:18 time of the penalty. So 5:18. Penalty will be released. McHale. Quick whistle by the referee. So see if they're going to get another 8-meter shot. Shooting space. Why is the clock stop? Oh, there we go. So shooting space for Sutton again, who scored earlier. Gonzalez ready. Shoots high over the bar. They're going to stay with Fenwick. Fenwick still with the ball. Cutter, ball on the ground. They're going to get Alivana on a push, so another 8-meter shot. So that's 5 8-meter shots already for Fenwick in the game. 6:30. May Hamilton. She shoots low, scores. 6:14. 6:14 remaining in the game. May Hamilton, number 6, her first goal of the year. Third 8-meter goal for Fenwick, and we begin to understand why they don't have any assists. They just score on the 8-meter shots. Alivana going in the draw circle with Ruby and Wilk in the midfield.
You got this, Allie. Come on, Allie. Let's be ready, Lane.
Katie Wilk going to try. Katie Wilk wins a foot race. See if Lane can take some time off of this penalty. It gets released at 5:18. Vanna with the ball. Game tied 4-4. Under 6 minutes remaining in this first half. Fenwick's going to kick up the pressure a little bit, knowing they have an extra player. See if Lane can keep it moving around. Ball to Ruby. Back to Vanna. Lane's going to play catch outside the 12-meter fan. McHale with the ball. Beats her player. Pulls it back out to the top to Wilk. Only 12 seconds left on the penalty. So Lane's going to survive this with just 1 goal scored against them. Wilk at the 12-meter finds McHale. McHale goes high for the catch. Thought about going left-handed again. Still inside. Goes low. Shoots. Scores! Eliza McHale with her 4th goal of the half. We're going to call that a full-strength goal. McHale have to go back. Was that from Katie Wilk? So we'll say Wilk with the assist. Eliza McHale with her 4th goal of the game, her 17th of the season. Katie Wilk's 10th assist. So back to full strength. Kendra O'Keefe in the draw circle. Ball caught between the legs of the Fenwick player. Picked up by Ruby. She was fouled, so Lane Tech possession. Bree Thomas picks up the loose ball.
Behind her. Get behind.
So Lane Tech possession. Ball over to McHale. McHale looks for the clear. She flips it. Got it to Ruby. Ruby quickly into Vanna. Down to Gwen Ryan. Gwen Ryan, shoot, score! Great job by Lane Tech. Gwen Ryan from Vanna makes it 6-4. 4:31 left in the half. So great job by Bree Thomas flipping the field, not trying to run it across the timeline that time, run it across midfield. McHale to Ruby, Ruby to Vanna, Vanna to Gwen Ryan, score. In the draw circle for Fenwick is number 19, who shall remain nameless. She's not on the roster. I can't help it. Kendra O'Keefe. So Lane with their first 2-goal lead of the game. 4:31 remaining in the first half. Yeah, we're going to do that one again. Ball didn't go very high. So clock will stop at 4:29. Ruby and Wilk in the midfield. Nat House back in the game on defense. Maggie Breed, Mahan, and Bree Thomas. Katie Wilk picks up the draw. Fouled, so she's going to get it. Cleared it into Vanna. Vanna quickly down to McHale. This is the Lane Tech success during this winning streak is draw controls, getting the ball into the offense, winning this transition game. Back out to Katie Wilk outside the 12-meter. Ball knocked out of her stick. She picks it back up. Under 4 minutes remaining in this first half. Wilk has a ball out of her stick. It's loose right at the 8-meter. Referee says Fenwick ball. They're quickly onto the offense. Ball loose. Picked up by number 16 for Fenwick, Bernay. Bree Thomas is going to stop her. Great job pass into the middle. Bad pass. There's a foot race on. Ruby's going to try and win it. Oh, not sure what they're going to call a cross check on Ruby. Ball stays with Fenwick, so Fenwick takes it behind. 3:18 when they start this possession. Let's see if they try and hold this for one shot. So Lane Tech's 2 straight goals broke a 4-4 tie. Lead 6-4. So that's going to be let's see where they send her. She should go back to the dot. So outside the 8-meter, just to the left of the arc, Kendra O'Keefe comes over. Clock's running 2:45. Alyssa Gonzalez hugging that pole. Alyssa Gonzalez with another save. Great job. Ball's loose. Picked up by Kendra O'Keefe. Alyssa's 3rd save of the game. 2:29 left. How is that not a foul? I mean, he went to call it and then stopped. So Lane Tech possession. Kendra O'Keefe, 2:20 left. Lane Tech with a 2-goal lead. Ball top of the 12 to Vanna. Ruby cuts through. Wilk to her left. Kendra O'Keefe to her right. Vanna drives to the 8. Spins back. Nothing there. She's got McHale to her left now. McHale picks the ball up. McHale drives in. Oh. They're going to get a yellow card. The referee on our side went for the yellow. Referee on that side. So we're under. The clock's going to stop now on all whistles. Referee on our side went for the yellow. Referee on the far side didn't. McHale drives in, shoots, just misses the goal. Picked up by Gwen Ryan. So 1:38 on the game clock. We're just a little bit behind. Over to Kenyon. O'Keefe with the ball. She flips with Wilk. Wilk sets a screen. O'Keefe gets whacked in the head. Clock's going to stop. So we're at 1:14. O'Keefe gets an 8-meter shot. So her second of the game. 1:11. O'Keefe 1-on-1 with De La Torre. Drives in, shoots. Stopped by De La Torre. Stays with Lane Tech. Clock continues to run. De La Torre's fourth save of the game. Gwen Ryan brings it back in. Vanna cuts through. Back behind to Vanna. 50 seconds remaining in the half. Vanna to McHale. Just a little high. She couldn't pull it down to shoot. 42 seconds left. Vanna shoots low. Picked up by Gwen Ryan. 30 seconds remaining on the big board. Ryan back in, gets on her right hand outside the 8-meter. Dumps it into Wilk. Wilk fights for it. Ball goes through the crease. Picked up by Lane McHale. 15 seconds left. McHale gets inside. Out to Vanna. Vanna to 12-meter. Vanna drives in, picked by Wilk. Wilk shoots. Score! Allie Vanna. Somehow the ball trickled in with 3 seconds left on the clock. Vanna tried to bounce it in. Just kind of hit some legs and went under the goalie. Lost it for just a sec. With 3 seconds left, Lane Tech, 3 straight goals, takes a 7-4 lead. So Kendra O'Keefe in the draw circle with 19. So this should be nothing. They start the clock a little early. All right, it's halftime here in River Forest. Lane Tech leads Fenwick 7-4. We're going to take a short break and we'll be right back. We are back, and you are watching Lane Tech Girls Lacrosse on the Lane Tech Athletics YouTube channel. We're here in River Forest at Priory Field on the campus of Fenwick High School, where Lane Tech leads at halftime 7-4. Couple interesting stat lines. Allie Vanna, 2 goals, 2 assists. Eliza McHale, 4 goals in the first half. 3 8-meter goals from Fenwick. And Lane Tech, as we talked about at the top of the show, making the most of their offensive possessions, getting some shots on De La Torre and making her make some saves. She does have 4 saves in the first half, but 7 shots did get past her. Alyssa Gonzalez on the other side, 3 saves, 1 on the 8-meter shot, and a second forced the ball to go high over the crossbar. So great job so far from all aspects of the Lane Tech game. Kendra O'Keefe dominating the draw circle for the champions, letting Lane get into possession. So there is 25 minutes on the clock. We are already, Lane already has more goals than Trinity gives up on average for the season. So we'll have to see what the second half holds. Another goal from Lane will be interesting because Fenwick is very deliberate with their offensive sets. So we'll have to see if Lane can get a 4-goal lead, if Fenwick is able to speed the game up. A lot of what they do is pass around looking for drives, really looking for 8-meter shots. And these referees have been fairly quick with their whistles, tight for both sides. Everything's been fair, but Lane has missed 2 8-meter shots. So, you know, if you make those, then it's a different ball game and you have a 5-goal lead. So Lane Tech back on the field. We'll try and get you some names. Crosby out for the first time today. So offense, Gwen Ryan, Natalie Crosby, Allie Vanna, Eliza McHale. Into the game at goals, Karina Vargas. Defense for Lane, Bree Thomas, Maggie Breed, Abby Kenyon, and Sage Tenfeld. Attack for Lane is Gwen Ryan. Oh, I did that already. Midfield for Lane is Kate McNamara, Katie Wilk, and Kendra O'Keefe. So let's see what Karina Vargas can do. She's been really consistent through this entire season. She's going to face some 8-meter shots, but there's 25 minutes on this second half clock, and we're underway. Ball is going to be picked up by Fenwick. Number 10 is Caroline Sutton. Ball passed into the middle, quickly into the loose in the offensive end. Maggie Breed right there. Picked up by Rucker. Sutton, one of the goal scorers for Fenwick. She drives in, takes the ball behind. She's going to settle it a little bit, let Fenwick get into their set offense. Sutton, 14 goals, 2 assists on the season. Katie Wilk on her. She spins around Wilk. They're going to get an 8-meter shot out of that. Katie came down with the stick a little bit. So they're going to send Sutton to the first hash. She scored the second goal of the game for Fenwick. See what she does with this. Vargas' first chance to save a shot. Ball goes way high. Going to stay with Fenwick. Ball goes around behind the net. Cross, they're going to get Bree Thomas, I think, on the foul. Even though Bree was just kind of standing her ground. So a 7th 8-meter shot for Fenwick. Number 15 is Shahagun. She's got 2 goals on the season. We're going to get sphere. So we're going to get a 8th free position. So 8 free, that could be the most we've had in any game this season against us. Karina Vargas a little bit off her line. Ball bounces over the crossbar. Rucker there stays with Fenwick. She gets around. She tries to drive. She shoots. Saved by Vargas. Great job by Vargas. Rucker just took that loose ball, drove around the net. Couldn't get it in. Vargas hit a stick, directed it over the top of the cage. So Sutton with the ball again. Sutton and Rucker so far of the goal scorers have played most of the game. Katie Wilk knocks the ball out of this. Ooh, a little bit of a cross check. They're quick with the cross checks. They've been fairly consistent. So another 8-meter shot. That's 9. 9 8-meter shots. So see what Rucker can do. Rucker shoots, saved by Vargas. Great job by Kendra O'Keefe to get her stick in there. Took a little velocity off. Quick clearing pass by Vargas. Knocked down in the midfield by, we got to check on an empty stick. So that ball went straight up the middle, quickly into 19. Over to number 6, shooting space. Wow. It's a free position bonanza here. This is their 10th one. This feels like some of the basketball games we have. You just get refereed different in the suburbs. Vargas, shot knocked down. We're going to get an 11th free position opportunity. May Hamilton, she has a goal today from 8-meter. May Hamilton with her second 8-meter goal of the game. So 4 8-meter goals. Hamilton's second goal of the day, second goal of the season. 21:02 left in the game. So Keefe going back in the draw circle. So 11 8-meter opportunities for Fenwick so far. They've scored on 4 of them. So in the flow of play, Lane's defense has been very solid today. Only 1 goal. It's the 8-meter shots that have. Oh, there's a little false start there by Fenwick, but no call. Yeah, there was a false start by Fenwick. Kendra O'Keefe's going to pick up the ball. She false started twice. Rucker on the defense there. Quick whistle. Got to send Rucker behind. Why they're not sending anybody behind, I'm not sure. So Kendra O'Keefe with the ball. Foul on Rucker.
Behind, she's got to go behind. Come on. That's like every time.
So O'Keefe with the ball in the midfield, looking to get it into the offensive end. Rucker with another foul. This is how we got a yellow card in the first half. Just the continual fouls. Yeah, they have to spread out. They have to give her 4 meters. So you have to watch out if you're Fenwick right now looking for a ball back to Tenfeld. Tenfeld looks to get it to McHale. Pass low, picked up by Fenwick. This is where you got to be careful if you're Lane. Oh, sorry, 7-5 is the score. Rucker with the ball, stopped by Vanna. Quickly into the offensive end to Crema. Crema, St. Mary's South Bend commit. And Gwen's cousin. Here we go again. Fenwick happy to work the ball around. Cutter. Ball goes deep outside the 12-meter. Hale on Sutton.
Come on, Delano!
She gets around Hale. What? With the whistles. And a card? I'm not sure what they're going to go talk. I'm not. The 18:52 left in the game. No card. We're just going to go with another 8-meter shot. Sutton this time. Sutton with the goal already. This is the 12th 8-meter opportunity for Fenwick. Shot. Score. So 2 straight goals from Fenwick. 5 8-meter goals on 13 attempts from Fenwick. $18:48 remaining in the game. Lane Tech 7-6.
Go, Lane. Come on, Lane.
Kendra O'Keefe in the draw circle. Ball comes out to the sideline. McNamara picks it up. Referee on the far side calls a foul.
Gotta go behind them.
So the referees are calling fouls. The auto restart. If we want to take time, they'll go behind. Lane Tech trying to run the clear through. Confelled with the ball. She gets it into the offensive end. Ball loose. It's just a whistle fest right now. So Fenwick, again, Lane hasn't had an offensive possession in this half. Winkell with the ball, the leading scorer for Fenwick. Katie Wilk gets there. Pushes her outside the 8 meters, under 18 minutes. Crema with the ball, shoot, saved by Vargas. That was Hamilton, sorry. 3 saves already by Vargas this half. But Lane just not able to establish the offensive position that they had in the first half. Haven't had an offensive possession here in the second half, and we're 7.5 minutes gone. Sutton with the ball top. McHale on her. She spins around, shoots, scores. Sutton's 3rd goal. Timeout, Lane Tech. So we're going to take a break and we'll be right back. We are back on the Lane Tech Athletics YouTube channel with the Lane Tech Girls Lacrosse. 17 minutes and 19 seconds left in the game. Game is knotted at 7. 3 straight goals by Fenwick to start this second half. Answered the 3 straight goals from Lane Tech to end the first half. Lane Tech has not had an offensive possession yet in this game, or in this half. Everything Fenwick. 2 more 8-meter shots. They've had 13 8-meter opportunities and scored 5 free position 8-meter goals. So Lane's got to get the ball in to their offensive end and establish some possession here, take some pressure off their defense. Karina Vargas already with 3 big saves here in the second half. So ball is up, ball toward the offensive end, picked up by Kendra O'Keefe. Lane into the offensive. O'Keefe on the move, not getting a call. Seems like that's a call that Fenwick gets. O'Keefe underneath the goal line, looking for a pass. Gets inside her defender, number 11, shoots, scores! The answer that Lane Tech needed. You could see that O'Keefe was going to take that herself from the get. So Lane answers. Oh, shoot. 16:54.
Oh, no, you're perfect.
8-7. So let's see if Lane can control some of these draws the way they did in the first half. Get some offensive possession, take some time off this clock, and score some goals. They figured out this Fenwick defense. Just need the ball. Ball's up. Foot race won by Fenwick that time. Picked up by Hamilton. Hamilton gets it into the offensive end. Wilk, McNamara, Vanna, O'Keefe, Thomas, Hale, and Tenfeld in the defense. Sutton just takes a run. Ball shot saved by Vargas. Sutton just started at the top of the 12 and ran and was going to go. Vargas should go behind her net right now. She's got to get rid of it. She got to move. She's got to get out of the crease. She lets it go. Picked up by Winkle. Foul on Lane Tech. Winkle leading scorer for. Saved by Vargas. Crease violation. We're going to give Karina a save anyway. Her 5th of the day already. Ball knocked down by Hamilton. So Lane just struggling a little bit. Fenwick seems to have picked up the intensity in the second half. Hamilton the ball behind the net. Dominating possession so far in the second. Over to Sutton. Sutton drives again. Vargas cuts her off. Great job. Ball on the ground. Great job by Bree Thomas. What with the whistles already? So they're going to be a foul on Lane Tech. Another 8-meter shot. The 14th of the game. Sutton with 3 goals already. She shoots, knocked down. Great job by the Lane defense. Katie Wilk picks up the loose ball. Fixes her goggles. So Wilk with the ball into the offensive end. Gets it over to Vanna. Vanna to McHale. McHale with nobody on her. Decides not to shoot. Lane slows it down. 14.5 minutes left in the game. Behind to Crosby. Crosby to McNamara. Great job by Lane on that 8-meter shot. Katie Wilk got in there, knocked Sutton's stick down, knocked the ball out, quickly picked up the ground ball. McHale 1-on-1 with 19 at the top. She drives in behind the net, looking for a cutter. There's McNamara. Over to Crosby. Crosby gets it to O'Keefe. O'Keefe spins, gets a pick from Ryan. Good defense there from Fenwick, not letting the roll. O'Keefe goes behind. Switches with McNamara. McNamara cuts back. There goes Wilk. There goes McHale. So lots of cutters for Lane. Covered really well right now by Fenwick. O'Keefe goes to the right side of the offensive set. Gives the ball to McNamara above the goal line. McNamara behind the net. Over to Ryan. Lane taking their time on this possession. They had Emily Sides that time cutting down the middle. There goes McNamara. She's pushed back out outside the 8-meter arc. Good patience so far from Lane, not forcing anything. Over to Wilk, top of the 12. On her left hand. Defended by Annie O'Brien. Fenwick content right now to let Lane have possession, keep the ball outside the 12-meter fan. Nothing open right now for the 101 drive. Back to O'Keefe. McHale to her right. Fake the flip. Headshot not called. Cross check. There you go. So 8-meter shot for Kendra O'Keefe. Nope, they're going to send her back to the 12. So 12:25 left. O'Keefe at the 12-meter fan. See what Lane does with it. O'Keefe content to take it back behind the net. She drives around. McHale behind the net now if she wants it. O'Keefe, little high. McHale right there. Under 12 minutes now. Almost a 3-minute possession for Lane. McHale with the ball behind the net. Emily Sides. Katie Wilk with the ball now. Left side of the set. Wilk drives behind the goal line. She takes it all the way around. On her left hand, looking. Great defense from Fenwick so far. She switches back to her right, then to her left. Gets a screen from Sides. Into the middle. Saved. McHale shot while falling down. No foul called. Saved by De La Torre, her 5th of the day. Foul on Lane. Ball over to Fenwick. We'll have to get a post-game report on that one. Not sure how that works. Long clearing pass to Scholl. McHale there. What?
Are you serious?
Rucker with the ball. Shahagan with the ball over behind the net. Bree Thomas there on defense. Charging. There we go. We got a charge. Great job by Bree. Great defense from Bree Thomas right there. Drew the charge. Got to send somebody behind. There we go. Try not to run this out. Looking for a pass. Bree up into the midfield. Cross the midfield line. Vanna has the ball. Lane has some numbers if they want it. Vanna quickly into Ryan. Ryan's the ball. Shoot. Score! Great job from Lane Tech. Bree Thomas to Allie Vanna. To Ryan. Ryan with her 2nd goal of the game. Vanna 3rd assist. Lane Tech back to a 2-goal lead. 10:06. Five points a day for Allie Vanna. Quick transition from Lane Tech. Great job. Bree Thomas drew the charge, got the ball to midfield, found Allie Vanna. Allie Vanna found Gwen Ryan. Shot score. Lane Tech back to a 2-goal lead. 10:06. So Lane, after that timeout, scored 2 goals and taken about 5 minutes off the clock. Kendra O'Keefe in the draw circle. Ball goes towards McNamara. Picked up foul on Fenwick. So Lane Tech ball. O'Keefe picks it up. We're under 10 minutes. Somebody's open. There's 3 players on her. She gets into the offensive end. Lane Tech can settle it a little bit. So great defense after that timeout, too. A save by Karina Vargas and a draw, the charge drawn by Bree Thomas. Let's see if Lane recognizes time and score. McHale drives in, pulls it back out. Couldn't find anything. Fenwick playing good defense. Pass into Kendrick O'Keefe. Shoot, score! Lane Tech takes a 3-goal lead. Kendra O'Keefe from McNamara. 10-7, 9-11. Kendra's first goal of the day, 22nd of the season. McNamara's second assist, 8th of the season. So draw controls going back Lane Tech's way. After the timeout, after Fenwick tied it up at 7, Lane Tech has scored 3 straight goals. 9-11 remaining in the game. So we are right back where we were at halftime, despite Fenwick tying the game up. Ball behind, foot race to the ball. O'Keefe misses it. McNamara picks it up over to Vanna. Vanna gets it to McHale into the offensive end quickly. Under 9 minutes. Lane Tech should be content to work some time off the clock. Gwen Ryan with the ball behind, underneath the goal line. She drives, gets cross-checked, no call. I mean, that was in the 8-meter. Referee just called. Ball knocked down by Rucker, gives it back to Lane Tech. Foul on Rucker. Quick start by McNamara. Into McHale. McHale on her left hand shoots. Saved by Della Torre. Her 6th save. Ball loose. Picked up by Fenwick. Ball loose again. Picked up by Fenwick. Quickly to number 4, Crema. Gwen Ryan's cousin. And there's a timeout by Fenwick with 8:14 left in the second half. And we'll be right back with you. You're listening to Lane Tech Girls Lacrosse on the Lane Tech YouTube channel. We are back on the Lane Tech Athletics YouTube channel with Lane Tech Girls Lacrosse in River Forest, Illinois, at Priory Field on the campus of Fenwick High School. Lane Tech leads 10-7 with 8 minutes and 14 seconds left. We are coming out of a Fenwick timeout. Lane Tech has scored 3 straight goals and used up 8.5 minutes on the clock. Fenwick has scored 7 goals, 5 of them on free position shots. As we talked about at the top of the show, a difference of 2 styles. Lane with 10 goals has 6 assists today, higher than their season average of helpers. So Lane Tech just needs a couple more offensive possessions. We're waiting for a whistle from a referee. Wait, referee on the far side, not ready yet. There we go. Ball deep in the defensive end for bad pass. Ball's loose. Picked up by Pagonis. There's a foul. So Lane Tech ball. Great job by Sophia. Sophia gets the ball to Kendra O'Keefe. So Lane with possession, under 8 minutes. You can see the Fenwick defense has picked up its intensity. They're guarding all the way out to the 12-meter fan. No shot clock here in high school lacrosse, so Lane Tech could hold this for as long as they want. Kendra O'Keefe with the ball behind the net. She drives on the left hand, shoots, score! .726, O'Keefe with her 3rd goal of the game. 3rd in the last 9 minutes. Gives Lane a 4-goal lead. O'Keefe with 24 goals on the season, 5 assists. So Rucker and O'Keefe in the draw circle. 7.5 minutes now, and Fenwick facing a 4-goal deficit. Possession here for Lane would be huge. O'Keefe unable to pick up the draw. Picked up by Sutton. Sutton in with Wilk on her. She drives to the net. Does a little spin move. Kept out of the 8-meter. Ball behind. Hamilton with the ball. 2 goals today for her. Her first 2 of the season. Great defense from Lane. Pushes her back out. Rucker at the top of the 12. Gets ahead of steam. Shoots off the post. Picked up by Hamilton. Quickly, referee calls shooting space. So the 15th 8-meter opportunity of the day for Fenwick. Referee directing traffic. Vargas with 5 saves here in the second half already. Hamilton shoots. Saved again by Vargas. Ball picked up by O'Keefe. Vargas' 6th save. Great job by her on the 8-meter shot. Foul on Fenwick. Lane Tech maintains possession. Trying to get the clear ball into the midfield, over to Vanna down that far sideline. Vanna into the offensive end. Lane Tech 6:11 left on the clock. Vanna with the ball. Pagonis. McHale behind, underneath the goal line. 6 minutes. 6 minutes remaining in the game. Lane Tech leads 11-7 on the strength of 4 straight goals. So Lane content right now. If Fenwick's not going to come out, referee calls a foul or blows his whistle. Not sure. Timeout. They're going to send Rucker behind. I think it might have been a 3-second call. McHale's just got to watch behind. There you go. So if Fenwick's got to come out and start defending 5.5. Lane will be content to throw this ball around a little bit. McHale brings it above the goal line, drives in, shoots, score! Unassisted, Eliza McHale with her 5th goal of the game. 5:19. McHale with 5 goals, 18 on the season. She might get a milkshake for the ride home. So Lane Tech gave up the first 3 goals of the second half to get the game tied at 7-7, and then after a timeout by Coach Malmstrom, has run off 5 straight goals in just over 11 and a half minutes to take a 5-goal, 12-7 lead against Fenwick. Fenwick came into this game, as we said at the top, allowing just 5 goals a game. Lane has really dominated the draw control. Oh, that was a check on an empty stick, but I think he got the stick wrong. So ball over to Fenwick. Clock continues to run. We're under 5 minutes. Fenwick with the ball, trying to get it into the offensive end. Hamilton with it. She falls down. Ball loose. Ball still loose. Rucker's trying to pick it up. Rucker picks it up. Get a foul on Vanna. Rucker with a head of steam. Tries to get in. No success. Shot saved by Vargas. Karina Vargas, 7 saves just in the second half. Clear down the middle of the field. Emily Sides right there. Delilah Hale fighting for it. Ball loose. Referee calls a foul on Lane. Crema, 19. Allie Vanna on defense. 19 gets in, shoots, scores. So 4:08. 19 second goal of the day. Comes at 4:08 remaining in the game. Cuts the lead to 4. Really crucial draw control right here. If Lane Tech could get it, eat up a minute and a half, 2 minutes on the clock. 1 timeout remaining for each team. So Wilk and McNamara in the midfield. Ryan Sides, Pagonis, and McHale in the offensive end. Hale, Thomas. I'll get you the other 2 names in a second. Ball goes toward. That was a. They don't call the trip on Rucker, unintentional or not. So Fenwick with the ball. Sutton on the far sideline. Gets it in the middle to Hamilton. Hamilton to 19. Bree Thomas on 19. Keeps her out of the 8-meter. Flip to Hamilton. Vanna there. Vanna falls down. Hamilton not able to do anything with it. Over to Rucker. Rucker with O'Keefe. 16 8-meter opportunities today for Fenwick. They're going to send O'Keefe behind, so Vanna's going to have to get there. Vargas with 7 saves on the day. See what Vargas can do with this. Referee's directing traffic. Vargas fires it way over the net. Lane ball. Who is back there? Kate Chapman. The top referee overrules. So ball stays with Fenwick. Kate Chapman thought she had secured possession for Lane Tech. 2:50 in the game. Hamilton flips it, tries to flip it. Vargas picks up the ground ball. Cleared down the middle. Ball hits off of Kenner's stick. Into the middle, shoot, score. 12-9. We got 2:34 left in the game. Not sure who scored that. Number 16, Katie Bernay. So possession here. Bernay with her second goal of the season, first of the day, 12-9. Lane Tech looking for a little bit of possession. Remember, the clock stops on every whistle under 2 minutes. So a little shift. McHale back on defense now. 5 defenders. Ball picked up by Rucker. Ball dropped by Hamilton. Picked up by 19. Check from behind by O'Keefe. Over to Crema. Vanna stops the drive right there. Picked up by Sutton. So 3 straight draw. Shot scored by Sutton. Her 4th of the day. 158. So everything stops now. Lane needs a possession. Lane needs a draw control. 3 straight goals from Fenwick in the last 2 minutes and 10 seconds.
Get the ball.
So Lane looking for a draw control. So just a little possession here from Lane.
Let's go, Lane. You've got this. Come on, LT.
Rucker with a possession. Ball dropped in the midfield by Hamilton. Ball loose. Picked up by Katie Wilk. Katie Wilk looking for a clear. She's got Bree if she wants. She's got Kate McNamara. McNamara cross midfield into the offensive end. 1:37 remaining in the game. Here comes a double team. O'Brien with the foul. 125. Not the pass you wanted to make right there. Goalie picks up the ball. 1:17 left in the clock. She goes for a long clear. Allie Vanna knocks it down. Ball loose. Picked up by Gwen Ryan. 109. Lane Tech just needs to pull it out. McNamara with the ball, far sideline. Pagonis drops it, picks it up. We're under a minute, 50 seconds. Quick clear. Allie Vanna, though, is going to picked up. Ball still loose. Offsides. We're going to stop the clock, 30 seconds. So they're discussing the offsides. Vanna was pushed, but went offsides. But 30 seconds left in the game. They're going to give it to Fenwick.
30 seconds.
So 30 seconds remaining in the game.
Smart plays, girls. Smart plays. You got this, LT.
One little turnover will ice this for Lane Tech. Referee starts the clock. Ball goes backwards. Oh, that ball's out of bounds. That's Lane Tech's ball. They don't stop the clock. Clock continues to run. 15 seconds left. Clock running. Allie Vanna with the ball. 11 seconds. 5 seconds. Lane Tech's going to win this game. Katie Wilk in the midfield. Down to Kendra O'Keefe. Horn sounds. Lane Tech wins 12-10 against a tough Fenwick team. A back and forth, up and down second half. Lane Tech scored the last 3 goals of the first half to take a 4-4 tie to a 7-4 Lane Tech halftime lead. The Friars came out and scored the first 3 goals of the second half. Lane Tech took a timeout, scored the next 5, and then to end the game, Fenwick scored the last 3, but it wasn't enough. They couldn't get enough possession at the end of the game to tie it up. So Lane Tech comes to River Forest against a highly ranked 6-1 Fenwick Friar team and gets to take that trip back home with victory. Huge day from some players. Allie Vanna with 5 points, 2 goals, 3 assists. Kendra O'Keefe, 3 goals. Eliza McHale, 4 goals in the first half, a total of 5 for the game. Karina Vargas, Karina Vargas played the second half, had 7 saves to go with Alyssa Gonzalez's 3 saves in the first half. Lane Tech faced down 16 8-meter free possession shots and only allowed 5 goals. I mean, that's just a great job by the goalies and defensively that's probably more free position shots than Lane's faced all season. So great job by them after getting weathered out last Thursday against Oak Park River Forest. I think this was a Fenwick team that assumed they were going to win, came out a little bit flat in the beginning, tried to make it up in the second half, but a Fenwick Friar team that allowed 5 goals per game average on the season gives up 12 to Lane Tech. And a Lane Tech team that's been averaging 13 goals over their last 5 games gets to 12, and that's what they needed to do to win. Some key defensive plays late in the second half, and we will be going home winners. Woo! What a game. So, special thanks to all the great folks at Lane Tech High School. Head coach, Miss Amanda Malmstrom. Principal, Miss Edwina Thompson. And athletic director, Mr. Brent Bradish. Lane Tech moves to 8-3 on the season and is back on the field Thursday against the Jones Eagles. The game is at Jones, and we'll get everyone the field address as soon as we can. The varsity game is now scheduled for 5 o'clock. So we hope you join us downtown, but if not, we'll be up. For everyone at Lane Tech, for Mary, Tony McHale, good night. Adopted home, Frank Lloyd Wright. So long, everybody.